Are you guys are ready?
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Welcome to Grateful Guys episode 4.
Mm-hmm.
This is Kurt.
Ken.
This is Bart.
To our listeners, it's only been a week. It's been 1 week.
It's been a week for us. It's been a week for our listeners.
And that felt like a long time to me.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like all the good vibes we created last week have kind of dissipated a little bit, and we've got to work hard to get back to where we got last time.
It's funny you say that because I kind of had like a pretty bad week. Like I would say most of the good vibes of my week were non-existent since the last time we saw each other.
Complete opposite for me. Great week.
You've been coasting on the vibes.
Coasting on the vibes. I think I stole all the vibes.
You're bringing him back in tonight?
I might save them for myself.
Earlier, Bart, Ken and I talked about wanting to, maybe doing an actual theme song intro. How do you feel about that?
That's okay. Should we record it right now?
Yeah, let's check it out. Do it. 3, 2, 1, play. 3. We are grateful guys. We are grateful guys. We are grateful. We are grateful guys. We are grateful guys. We are grateful guys. We are grateful.
Welcome to the show.
We did it without you.
What do you think?
I think we did a great job. It was good.
Do you feel like we should play it back and you can sing with it live?
Maybe for next week. Maybe next week.
I mean, I'm sorry we recorded it without you, but we were here.
It's okay. You do all the good shit without me. It's just the two of you guys here in this apartment with nothing to do, so you just record some.
No need to get shitty about it.
What? That's right. Right. No shittiness this week.
I like the theme.
I mean, it's just something we threw together.
Last time Kent hosted, right?
Yeah.
Correct. Hosted.
Right.
I just did air quotes.
He did a job.
I
He
did
did
a
a good job.
Well, what I remember most from last week, I mean, it was tough. I had a tough time on the air. I was a little aggressive, but I do remember that Kent got everybody gifts because he was the host.
I did.
And he kind of made it sound like he was a good host, and the last time since I didn't get you guys gifts, that made him a better host.
It's not about being better. It's more about being a cool host.
Mm-hmm. So with that in mind, I got you guys some stuff. I just handed Bart and Kent some envelopes, like a legal envelope. You guys go ahead and open them up.
I'm holding in my hand an envelope. Says Bart. Opening it.
I have one envelope. Envelope.
Sure.
Inside the envelope, a crisp American $1 bill.
I got nothing. My envelope's empty.
What do you mean?
I mean, is the gift's been inside me all along.
Bart, you're happy about the $1?
The $1's good. I could buy some good chocolate with this.
It's like...
Did you get a snack size $1?
You mean like a quarter or 2 quarters?
Yeah.
No, not even that.
Okay, well, here.
Huh?
I got Ken another envelope. Go ahead and open that one up.
So that was like a psych out gift?
It was like the psych out segment.
You didn't have a segment song for that, though.
I wish I had a button where I could just have it say psych.
I have in my hand $1, which I don't even think I can spend, because
No.
he put X's all over the front, and on the back he wrote "Thanks for nothing."
Perfect. That's even more insulting than an envelope of nothing. Were there some?
Are you guys thirsty? You okay?
I'm good.
I felt like I heard some pipes running in that
Some
last
pipes.
bit. Something? Is there a fan on? Somebody flushed something?
Oh, in the other room?
You hear that?
I do hear it.
I kind of like it. Yeah, what is that?
It's like, pretend we're in an old movie theater or something.
There's that fan in the bathroom, but
I turned that off. Anyways, let's move on. You know, Ken, what's
hey,
the matter?
thanks for the gift.
The dollar?
I'll cherish it always.
Well, I thought it was funny because on it I wrote thanks for nothing, and the first thing I gave you was nothing.
I didn't even get that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm gonna put it in my wallet. Use it in a change machine kit, 4 quarters that I can use. Joke's on you.
Just swap it out at work for a good dollar bill.
Oh, I don't have access to the cash at work. They don't trust me.
Let's talk about
Was
trust.
that an on-air belch?
Let's talk about trust. How important is it to you, Ken? Start it off.
Trust?
Yeah. Do you need to trust a stranger?
No.
Why
I
not?
don't trust strangers.
Why not?
Don't know them. You gotta earn my trust.
Bart, you like to think that the world is a good place.
Mm-hmm.
Would you trust a stranger?
I don't trust anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry guys, got a little end of the winter cold.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. Just
What
little
about
sniffles.
Well,
you?
trust is trust is very important to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Go ahead.
I think that without trust you can't have respect, and you can't have, without trust you can't have a relationship.
But you're talking about trusting strangers. You don't have a relationship with a stranger.
Sure. How might you start a relationship with a stranger?
I wouldn't. You're asking the wrong guy.
I was a stranger once. How did you learn to trust me? Or do you trust me?
Yeah. I mean, it's not that I learned to trust you. I got to know you over the years, and now I trust you. Simple.
Okay, so the next part of this question is, do you trust yourself?
Depends on the day.
How about today?
Yeah. Been making great decisions lately.
Bart?
In general, I often second guess myself, but I trust myself for the most part. And you?
No.
No.
I don't trust myself. Somebody once told me, don't believe what you think.
Believe half of what you think and none of what you say.
Try to believe what other people tell you.
We need to get into some content here.
You're looking for more content?
Think we're a little light on content.
Sure. I listened to episode 103. Bart,
Yeah.
you did?
Yeah. 103 because it's the first season. Did
Yeah.
okay.
It's just cool. I think that's the cooler way to tag episodes. It's like a hashtag thing, I think. But
What if we have more than 100 episodes in the first season?
Well, I was thinking we could do the seasons with the seasons.
Mm.
So season 1 spring.
Mhm.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, you guys can say bad idea, Ken. It's okay.
Well, I mean, I thought it was interesting that, you know, you're coming at me with kind of what you think I should do.
It's what we should do.
Well, I mean, I'm the host.
Today?
You wanted to hear a segment? I'll give you a segment. Driving around. Where are you headed, Kent? Are you headed downtown? Driving. Where have you been driving around lately, Bart?
Driving around. Both of my vehicles have expired inspection stickers.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been just driving from garage to garage until I get somebody telling me that everything's cool with my vehicles. So I've been here, I've been there, I've been Brunswick, I've been further out in Brunswick. I've been almost as far as Bath.
That's in your car.
In my car, yeah, in my truck. I have a car and a truck.
What is
Neither of them have stickers.
What are they saying wrong with it?
Lights, sensors, emergency safety lights in the car, and then just a bunch of stuff that I don't understand with the truck.
Any exhaust problems?
Muffler. They're rusty muffler. Yeah.
Kent, what about you? Where you been driving lately?
Oh, lately up north a lot. Been in Gardner a couple of times recently. Richmond. Went to Bath last night.
Mm-hmm.
Checked out Shaw's in Bath. My hometown.
How does the Shaw's in Bath compare to the Shaw's in Brunswick?
The same.
Mm-hmm.
Just what? 1 year in Bath, 1 year in Brunswick. You know.
Wow.
Typical cruising. I don't drive a lot. I live close to work.
You know, sometimes I drive around when I'm kind of sad. You know, like I'll put music on and drive around. Sometimes I'll put headphones on and drive around listening to music.
I think that's illegal.
Bart?
I think it's illegal. But it's Maine, so maybe it's not illegal here.
Mm.
You shouldn't do it. It's dangerous.
Okay. Well, sometimes I don't want to do that, so sometimes I'll go, like I like to go out to the ocean, you know, to look at the ocean, and it's a good spot to kind of sit back and, I don't know, just get away from what's weighing you down, and just remember you're really small. You know, the ocean's really big and you're really small, and if you feel really shitty, you know, the ocean it doesn't matter, you know, how you feel, so.
What are you feeling bad about lately?
Well, can I finish what my story was?
Oh.
I just have a little bit further to go. Because I wanted to...
Go ahead.
Okay. I went out to the ocean one time, and it was after dark, and even though I couldn't see the ocean, you know, I still wanted to be there, and honestly, I wanted someplace to cry. I was living at home with my parents a few years back, feeling pretty down on myself, and I couldn't cry at my parents' house, and I tried to go to the grocery store, and my brother followed me to the grocery store. My brother followed me, he wouldn't leave me alone.
What grocery store did you go to?
Hanford in Brunswick.
Oh, you don't want to cry in that grocery store.
No, it's pretty much the same as the one in Bath, so I figured if I couldn't do it there, I couldn't do it in Bath, but... So I went out to the ocean, finally got my brother off my tail, and... I mean, I turned the lights off in the car, and I get ready to start crying. And right when I do that, a car pulls in, and it's a police officer. He comes up, tells me, "Sorry, you can't be here. What are you doing out here? Kids get drunk out here." And I said, "I'm not out here drinking, officer. Honestly, I'm looking for a good place to cry." Okay?
What did he say?
He
Can't
didn't
cry
know-
here?
Sorry?
Can't cry here?
He avoided it completely. It was actually like a really good thing it's actually kind of a cool thing to say to a cop because they don't know what to do. Do you hear that?
There it is again.
That's the heater.
Oh, man.
turn it off. Well,
You think
that was a really depressing story.
I know.
Did you find a place to cry?
No.
Still holding on to those tears 2 years later?
Nah.
You let him go.
I let him go.
Yeah, you let him go a
multiple
while
ti-
ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Multiple times.
Yeah, new tears since then.
Multiple new tears. You guys, you feeling sad at all lately, Barb?
I feel sad, but I don't really cry about my own life. I need to watch a movie where something sad happens for me to actually have liquid come out.
What are those moments that get you real good in the movies? You've told me before.
Self-sacrifice.
The end of Braveheart makes Bart cry big time.
It doesn't, but
Doesn't.
doesn't. But the end of Iron Giant does.
Set in Maine.
Superman. Speaking of Vin Diesel, dude thinks Furious 7 should win some Oscars. Legitimately. Sorry to, stop talking about crying,
It's okay, Ken.
but, Vin Diesel makes me cry.
You know, I texted Greg the other day. I was like, okay, I'm gonna watch one of these Fast and Furious movies. Which one should it be? And he was like, 6. No, well, yeah, Kent just put up the universal symbol for 5, which is all 5 fingers stretched out.
Thank you.
But then Greg said, but 5 is good too. So I went for 5. I watched about 20 minutes of it, and those movies, they're great. They're really great.
We all have a really good friend, Tegan. Let's just get it out there. He hasn't listened to the show. He's made fun of Ken and I about the show, which is funny because he's, when he's creative and he's pushing content out there and he's trying to get his, what he's doing. He's trying to make it happen.
No, if you aren't 100% supportive of whatever he's doing, he will lay into you, tell him you're a shitty friend.
Mm-hmm.
And, what does he do when you bring something to him that you need some support and reassurance?
Oh, you get fucking nothing.
Cut you down.
So what we did, we wanted to call him, and we can't. But we do have this. Can you cue up a little music while Kent calls up our buddy Tegan? Grateful guys, we are grateful guys, we are grateful. Guys, we are grateful guys, we are grateful guys, we are grateful. Alright, we're putting it on speaker. Seeing how it sounds. I mean, I guess you'd have to hold it up to the phone.
Hello.
Hello.
What's up?
Not much. Just calling to check in. I know how you like it when I check. What?
Just popping that shirt off?
Nah, fully clothed, buddy. No underwear, though. I decided today, day off, no undies.
Hey, Tegan.
Oh, you're on speakerphone with Kurt.
You're on speakerphone and we're doing a test recording for the podcast because I want to call you later and have you talk on the podcast when Bart's here. Can you talk for a little bit so I can see how it sounds?
I won't be talking on any podcast today.
Why?
Because I don't want to.
But it would mean a lot to me if you would talk about how you're feeling because that's what the podcast is about. You don't have to do it now. I just mean later. It's not going to be until 8:30, 9 o'clock or the earliest.
I'll be fast asleep by then, boys. I'm shutting it down real early these days.
Well, maybe we can wake you up when we call, and I mean, if you don't want to do it, that's fine.
We would just love to talk to you.
Yeah, No, I appreciate it. I'm still very hungover.
What were you drinking last night?
Oh my god, this fucking sweet tea, these whiskey sweet teas are just,
All right. I'm going to let Kent talk to Tegan. I'm going to fade this segment out. Tegan, you're going to be on the podcast whether you like it or not now.
what are you?
So there you have it.
You told me you did some funny voices in that bit. You didn't do any funny voices.
He's going to be really upset that you're critical of his performance.
It was just a stupid regular voice the whole time.
Yeah.
Or are you going to bring it back later? Is there another bit with Tegan you're going to surprise me with it? Where he does funny voices?
Sorry.
No, the funny voices he was telling you about happened in a later phone call.
That we haven't heard yet.
No, in a later
No,
phone call.
you guys are pranking me right now.
I wish we were that good.
You're both trying not to smile, trying not to laugh. You're keeping something from me.
Yeah,
What's going on?
We'll have to see.
What?
The joke's on you.
He's
in the other room.
What's happening?
Bart, you need to do a little better than that.
I'm doing the best I can. I mean, the first 20 minutes of this show was terrible. So I'm trying to get some drama going here.
Well then, I mean,
Can we give Kurt a second chance? You've been really blowing it.
I'm
It's
kind of
true.
depressed this week, guys.
Yeah, well, you don't have to make it a depressing podcast.
Well, I thought it would be good for me to come on and kind of just, show my bummed out side.
Can't show your bum on a podcast.
So you're turning this into Kurt's sad, feel bad for him? So then
Yeah.
everyone, all the listeners that we have can tell Bart how sad they are for Kurt.
Yeah, I mean,
Is
honestly,
Kurt okay?
honestly, I wanted you guys to make me. I really wanted you guys to make me feel better. Please.
What do you want? Some jokes?
Well, I'll
Go ahead.
I was just gonna tell you right off the bat, I don't like my music to tell me what to do. So
You're off to a bad start. Kent, Bart, you make me feel better.
I could do some funny voices.
Okay.
I was trying to do my Jerry Seinfeld earlier today, because last episode Kent was totally ripping Jerry off.
Yeah, what's the deal with that?
What's the deal with that?
That makes me feel better. Kent, do better. You gotta do better. Bart did really good. He almost made me laugh. Do an impression.
yeah, I'm thinking. Oh wait.
No, this segment's fast. We talked earlier.
All right, you know the movie Lethal Weapon?
Yeah.
You know Lieutenant Murtaugh?
Yeah.
What's his partner's name? I'll tell you. Riggs.
I like Kent's impression better. Bart, you do a better one now.
I used to be able to do Yoda.
Okay.
We are grateful, guys.
I can't believe Bart just did Yoda. That guy's my favorite. He's a good guy. Kent, go. I'm on a high here. I'm feeling good. This show's gonna turn around like really well if you can only do a better impression.
I know Kung Fu.
Who is that?
Keanu Reeves in The Matrix.
What?
Yeah. It wasn't good.
Do it again.
No. I got something better for you. Ready? You ever seen this?
I feel better The only thing that was gonna make me feel like 100% better was if I had those goddamn screams on the soundboard.
I thought they were a little too much.
You did?
I did.
That doesn't make me feel better.
Well, that segment's over.
Yeah. Yeah, you did the intro and the outro, so
I'm
we can
feeling
make
so-
you feel like shit now again
Oh,
if we want to.
I'm feeling so good right now. I don't care what happens.
Even if I throw this dollar bill in your face?
This one that I gave you?
Yeah.
No way.
See?
Well, what's next?
I don't care. I feel great. I'm just comfortable to be with you guys. You know, I'm not even, when I think about the kind of things that I got upset about earlier, you know, I'm at a point where I can just stuff it down. That's what this is about.
Yeah, learning how to not talk about your emotions. Stuff it down.
I do need you guys to step in here. It's clear that I'm struggling, right? I mean, it's clear that, like, I don't know what to do now. We've got 26 minutes. I've gone through all the segments that I prepared. One of them was to try.
One of them was to try.
One of them was to try and make me feel better. And now I'm realizing that was I should have done that one first.
No, you should have done that one last, so you go out on a high.
That is the last one.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying, Ken. I don't have anything else.
He said there was nothing we could do to make him feel bad because he was on such a high, and listen to him now.
Yeah.
He's feeling shitty again.
Well, you guys, I thought it was what was important to me this week was to make content that would make everybody feel good, and it ends up you're only making me feel good because it's a segment.
You know what make me feel? Make me feel good? Can you get me a Coke?
You got it.
Pepsi, okay?
No. I need a Coke. You guys knew I was coming over.
I didn't know you were a Coke man.
Yeah. I mean, you knew I was coming over, and got nothing but Pepsi in the fridge.
Mm-hmm. That's the Pepsi house. I grew up on Pepsi. I'll drink Pepsi till I die. Well.
You guys.
What? You left and we didn't know what to do. We panicked. I hit all the buttons on the board.
It sounded great.
Let's rephrase that again. Bart panicked.
I panicked. I hit all the buttons on the board.
There's still stuff going right now.
Like a maniac.
You know, I thought I was.
Thanks for the Pepsi.
You're welcome.
I didn't prepare any music or really come up with a segment, but one thing I'd like to do, semi-regularly with you guys, it's a friendship test.
Uh-oh.
That's all.
What, right now?
Yeah, like right now, later in the day, next week, it doesn't matter when. I might just pop a friendship test on you guys at some point and see how well you know me. You talk about how you've said on many occasions you know me better than I know myself.
Ken, I've known you for years.
Yeah. You've known me for years. Bart's known me for years. I've come around to thinking of you guys as friends pretty recently. And quick, what color are my eyes?
Blue. Beautiful baby blue eyes.
I'm gonna say a combination between green and blue.
I mean, both correct answers. I would have accepted gray. So you passed.
You trying to tell me your eyes are gray?
Sometimes. Depends on the shirt I'm wearing. Depends on the color of the sky.
Wait, friendship test. What color are your eyes right now?
Probably like bluish green gray.
You passed.
Bart
Nice.
Bart got the point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Bart's up 2-1 on you.
Friendship test. True or false? Do I have butt stuff?
Trick question.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Correct.
I have seen the package of hemorrhoid pads in the bathroom that say not Kent's. So I know for sure that you've got
That was a
butt
friend.
stuff.
Yeah, that was a friendship request from me for him to label those. Because then when I have little biddies up in here, they don't think I have hemorrhoids. Because I want them to play with my butts a little bit, you guys. And
Yeah.
nobody's gonna play with a butt with hemorrhoids.
Yeah.
Unless you're into that sort of thing.
But I don't want.
You're really narrowing your
Your
field.
focus.
Yeah. It's a real specific biddy.
Yeah, it's like I feel like there's a code for that on Craigslist.
Okay.
So
Go ahead.
that's about it.
Oh. So anyways, you don't need the hemorrhoid pads.
No.
See, that's what's funny about it, because I put not Kent's. Did you already say that, Bart?
Yeah, it said
Oh.
that.
Yeah, they're not.
Those are- my
Hey,
bad.
I'm sorry.
You're stealing my bits now.
Hey, I'm sorry, because earlier we talked about we needed the flow to go forward.
Hmm. And now we're just circling back on ourselves.
Here I am, just circling back on myself. But I can feel the energy. I can feel the little spark in the room right now. Maybe I should leave again and see what happens. I'm gonna go. I have a snack prepared.
No,
so.
Bart.
No.
Don't.
What?
Yeah, I heard the microwave go off. Don't panic. Let's just talk, the two of us.
Kurt did not tell me what these buttons do this week. When I hosted, I knew what everything on the board did. I don't know what they do this week.
Hey, you just don't even touch it. While he's gone, we had a nice meal the other night.
Mm-hmm.
I hung out with your family.
Yeah.
Learned about.
It was Passover.
Yeah. What's the other name? It was a Seder.
It was a Seder, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was an interesting experience for me. I've
Yeah.
never-
That's sort of the least Jewy version of a Seder you'll ever experience.
You gotta hold it down for a second.
He burned popcorn. Can you smell that?
I can smell it.
It's like living with a. All right, now that Kurt's gone, can I talk about what living with him is like?
What's it like?
He does the dishes quite a bit,
Mm-hmm.
but in a passive aggressive way. So then he can point out how I haven't done the dishes the past 3 times.
Mm.
That's just, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
so it's like.
But he does the dishes.
Yeah, so I can't complain about him doing the dishes because it's a nice thing to do. But he's only doing the dishes so he can rub it in my face that I haven't done the dishes.
Mhm.
And it's like, give me a day or 2 to get to him.
Oh, you can't live with a person without having issues like that, though. He's in there coughing because there's so much smoke coming from that popcorn.
You guys, I made
30 years old, he doesn't even
Oh,
know
man.
microwave popcorn.
I wish we could get a visual on that. Can you make this the picture that people see when they're listening to the podcast?
No problem.
That's really something.
You guys have no idea how much smoke was in the kitchen when I just walked in.
I can imagine.
I mean, this is gonna come off sounding like some kind of bit, like, ooh, Kurt burnt the popcorn, but I seriously did.
Mm-hmm.
And it's smoking bad in there.
Well, people will see the image of the burnt popcorn, and it could be a prop, but
It's real. Let me tell you, it's real. Sorry.
Was this really old popcorn that was in the thing?
No, what it was a snack size bag. I was gonna come in and give Bart like a lot of popcorn and give you just a snack size portion.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really sorry. I mean, that was like the last thing that I had sort of planned for this.
So your entire planning for this episode was to be nice to Bart and be a dickhead to me.
that's how it pretty much goes every episode.
Yeah.
No,
Story
you're
of my
missing,
life.
You're missing the major point. It was about the food.
Well, where's the big thing of popcorn?
I lied about that. I wanted to sound
Were
cool.
you trying to get big time on us?
Ah, you're the worst.
I was high posting. I don't feel good about myself this week.
Well, can I just say one thing? No disrespect.
Sure.
You shouldn't. fucking.
I mean, maybe if you took a shower or something, cleaned yourself up a bit, maybe if you looked good, you could feel a little better about yourself.
it's
But you
like-
kind of look like crap.
The old adage: look good, feel good.
The only thing I have to look forward to is this podcast every week.
Yeah,
You know.
well, you could have.
Put some effort in then.
Yeah, you could have. Look at the pants
Thursday
you're
night.
wearing.
These
Do
are
yourself up a
Huge
little bit.
holes.
This is my only pair of pants.
You knew I was coming over. You didn't get any Coke. You put on some pants with holes.
This is my only pair of pants.
Wear a pair of shorts.
Well, this is my. I don't have any shorts. You guys, I like a lot of people have stuff to do. They can go out. They go out to the bars. You know, they get find distractions, but like I don't have anything to do. You know.
I know what we could do now. We could talk shit about some people and then tell them that we talk shit about them, and that'll get them to listen to this podcast. And we sort of saved it for the end of the podcast, so these people will have to listen to all the boring shit we've set up till now, so they could get to the point where we're talking shit about them. So
Go ahead.
who's it going to be?
Well, I got a real fucking problem with Mother Nature lately,
Mm.
but she doesn't have a phone to listen to this on, so
She's listening right now.
she's always listening.
What's your beef with Mother Nature?
Yeah, it's like fucking get over yourself already.
What, it's April
Making it-
April
making it-
9th? April, yeah, and it's snowing. Snowed all day.
Yeah, it's cold outside.
How do you guys feel about the weather?
Depends on the day.
When it's hot, I feel warm.
When it's cold, I feel cold. When it's medium, I feel medium.
Please tell.
I
Can
mean-
you guys just tell me I'm cool?
No. Bart?
Do we have to?
Yeah, can you?
I feel like
He's really putting us on the spot. Make me feel better. Tell me I'm cool. Do you like me? I'm worried about my mom.
it really.
Hey.
He's host this week, and he thinks it's all just supposed to be
Yeah.
me.
But more like...
There's three of us here, Kurt.
Me.
Me and Ken are here too. I think you forget about that
Can't
sometimes.
have a one-pointed triangle.
Being cool is important to me. Okay?
Well,
I feel shitty. I feel like a loser. And I just need the tiniest bit of support from you guys. Isn't it clear that I'm depressed?
You know what'll make you feel better? We have at least one fan out there.
Okay.
Shungila. He listens every week. He's probably our number 2 fan.
is that a poop joke?
Well, episode 2, he described as motes of dusty quintessence, which I thought was pretty poetic. I like that.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. And he had a lot of stuff to say about last week's episode.
Go ahead.
I'll just in response, last week we tried to establish what this show is all about, and he contributed these thoughts. He said maybe gratitude is the thing between gravity and inertia, lost and found, knowing and mystery. It's the inner, unflappable, flapping flag that is I.
Wow. That makes me feel good.
He also had this to say: gratitude, grace, it's just what you do when you come to the table. And we're always coming to the table, always coming home.
You know what? You know what the most surprising thing to me about our listeners is that they give me the support that I need. And, you know, I'm not even in the room with them. I don't even get to look forward to spending time with them once a week. Pretty much as my only thing to do. It's incredible. I mean, that's incredible. That's a power of what podcasting is. you know, I feel better, not because of you shitty guys. You know, you didn't really make me feel better. I gotta say, Bart did a fucking fantastic Yoda impression. And I gotta say, Ken, respect. Your Roger Murtaugh is fucking spot on.
Long time coming. Years and years of work on that.
But regardless of those impressions, like that segment where I had to had to force you guys to make me feel better.
And we resented you for it.
Shangila doesn't resent me.
Well, the question, I mean, I didn't think this was called Supportful Guys.
Well,
I mean, is that a better name for a... Is that what we should be doing?
Ken,
Just sitting
what-
here...
What have you said that you're grateful for in this episode?
That is a good point. I don't think anybody said anything they're grateful for.
I've said I've had a great week.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
I'm grateful for a great week. I had a great day today, guys. It's my Saturday. I mean, this podcast is great for me because it's smack dab in the middle of the weekend. Have a great Friday night, relax all day Saturday, and then I hang out with you guys. And then I gotta hold Kurt's hand the whole night, telling him he's such a good guy and he's great at everything. That's not why I'm here. Does that,
Apparently it is.
like, now I guess?
I mean, it's occurring to me now that this whole podcast thing was all Kurt's idea. I mean, he's like, let's be grateful, guys. Let's talk about what we're grateful for. But really, all he wanted was for us to get together to make him feel better.
Guys,
And for us to think he's cool. That's really what it comes down to. He put this whole thing together so we would think he's cool. Hey, Kurt, can I tell you one thing?
Mm-hmm.
It's working.
You mean that?
You're cool.
I feel better. I mean, I feel better. Thanks, Ken.
See, that's why I held it back that long.
See,
It's all the sweeter at the end.
See, that's what I like about you guys. You got one time Kent's being really cool, and then you got Bart over there being shitty. But then sometimes Bart's over there being really cool, but Ken is being fucking shitty. That's why I like the Grateful Guys show. That's why I keep listening. You guys are funny.
I'm grateful for that smile on your face.
Feels good, doesn't it?
Feels good to me to see all those teeth right there in your mouth.
Thank you.
Right under that big old mustache.
Thank you. You guys got anything you want to prepare? You want to say about next week?
What happens next week?
I'm host next week.
Episode 105.
I'm going to keep it snappy.
Oh,
Just like
zing,
that.
zing, zing.
Next week it's going to be like that.
No downtime.
Mm-mm.
I just want it to be a comfy show. You know, next week. You know what? Next week I'm gonna promise to come in. I'm not gonna talk about myself. Next week when it's Bart's show, I'm not gonna talk about myself. That's my commitment to the Grateful Guys show. I'm only gonna talk about what I'm grateful for. Only gonna talk about what I'm only gonna talk about what I'm grateful for, Ken.
I know. Can I get a word in?
Mm-hmm.
Can I just say, Kurt's just saying he wanted us to be a comfy show, but before we got on air, before you get here, you know what he tells me?
What?
Hey, can you try not to put your feet on the table? Because it makes a little bit of a noise, and I mean, if you want, we can move the ottoman over, because I know you like to get comfy. So the whole time I've had to sit up and not put my feet on the table. And he's telling me he wants it to be a comfy show.
He means emotionally comfy, not physically comfy.
I'm not.
It's about it's about how the if you've got some emotional hemorrhoids, you got to get prepared with some preparation H. So a prepared show is like anti-emotional hemorrhoid cream.
All I could hear in that was emotional hemorrhoid, and that's exactly how I would describe Kurt.
That's correct. You guys got it. That's actually pretty much a description of the show. Emotional hemorrhoids. I always thought that would be a better title, emotional hemorrhoids. You gonna take a stab at me about my hemorrhoids at the end of the show? You gonna bring up my butt stuff?
No, this was internal hemorrhoids. gross, disgusting bubbles on your emotions.
Do it. 3, 2, 1, we are grateful guys. We are grateful guys. We are grateful. We are grateful guys. We are grateful guys. We are grateful guys. We are grateful. Let's just say thanks for listening. Thanks for listening, everybody.
Thanks, you guys.
Thanks.
We feel a lot better now that we know that you've listened.
Yeah, I feel a lot better. Thanks, Shangila. Thanks to all our supporters. Hey, you want to do a shout out? I'm gonna say hi to my mom and dad. I love my mom. I love my dad. I don't think they've ever listened to this,
Mine
but
won't ever hear it, so I'm gonna say I love you to Tegan.
shout out to Tegan.
Okay.
Hang in there, buddy.
Grateful guys, we are grateful.